Fear of failure is something they want you to have. The world wants you to fear mistakes, to avoid risk, to settle for mediocrity. But failure isn't the end. It's a necessary part of the journey. It's feedback. It's life telling you that something didn't work, so it's time to try something different. If you fear failure, you'll stay frozen, locked in place, never daring to step forward. But if you embrace it, if you see it as an ally, failure becomes fuel. It becomes proof that you're pushing yourself, growing, changing, moving beyond the constraints placed upon you. The story goes that Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he said, "I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the mindset of someone unbreakable, someone who uses each misstep as a step forward. If you handle failure by letting it define you, by letting it erode your confidence, you'll stay in the shadows. But if you see it as Edison did, as a path to success, then every setback becomes a setup for your next breakthrough. Your perspective on failure will dictate how far you go. If you learn to view failure as a teacher instead of a critic, you'll find that your so-called setbacks are really just the building blocks of your success. Every time you fall, you have a choice: stay down or rise stronger. Gratitude is another weapon they don't want you to wield. A grateful mind is a powerful mind, but they want you focused on what you lack, on what you don't have, on what's missing. Gratitude shifts that focus. When you appreciate what you have, you create a mindset of abundance. You teach yourself to see opportunities instead of limitations, to recognize the good even when life is hard. Gratitude doesn't need a perfect life to flourish. It finds strength in the smallest blessings. A roof over your head, a meal in front of you, the ability to move, to think, to change. When you train your mind to see these things, to be thankful for them, you're no longer at the mercy of the world's chaos. You are resilient, anchored, unbreakable. Gratitude builds fortitude. Relationships, too, are a battleground of perspective. Are the people in your life burdens or blessings? Are they sources of stress or support? When you focus on what people do wrong, on their faults and flaws, your relationships crumble. But when you focus on the good, on what they bring to your life, on the love and lessons they offer, those connections become a fortress. If you want to change your relationships, start by changing the way you see the people in your life. Appreciate the good, and you'll draw out more of it. True strength lies in seeing abundance where others see scarcity, in finding peace in a chaotic world, in finding power in gratitude. Abundance isn't about how much you possess, it's about how you perceive the world. Are you focused on what's missing, or are you focused on what you already have? To shift from a mindset of scarcity to abundance, you must start with awareness. Catch yourself in moments where your thoughts betray you. Challenge them. Find the lesson, the opportunity, the growth in every setback. Ask yourself, what can I learn here? What can I be grateful for? If you cultivate this way of thinking, your life will transform. The power to change begins and ends within you. You're not powerless. You're not just a number. But you are surrounded by forces that want you to believe that. Don't give in. Claim your power. Change your perspective. To truly embrace these concepts, to live them, is a practice of fortifying your mind, building resilience, and standing unmovable in a world that wants you distracted and weak. Here's how you can reinforce these principles, turning them into habits that will carry you through every obstacle. 1. Daily mindset. Work. Start each day with intention. Take 5 minutes every morning to set a mental tone for the day. Decide what you'll focus on, what mindset you'll embrace, and what thoughts you'll hold on to when challenges arise. Write down a few statements or affirmations that align with the mindset you want. Reminders like, I see opportunities, not obstacles. Or, I am not swayed by negativity. I create my own reality. Repeating these affirmations, whether you believe them fully or not, will slowly shift your thinking. Commit to this as part of your morning routine. It doesn't take long, but these moments of quiet reflection are the foundation of mental resilience. When the noise of the world creeps in, you'll have your grounding intentions to hold on to. 2. Control your inputs. Everything you consume shapes your mind. So be careful about the information you allow in, what you watch, who you listen to, the conversations you have. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, fear, and pessimism, your mind will absorb it. Limit the time you spend on sources that drain you mentally and spiritually. Surround yourself with ideas, content, and people that uplift and inspire you. Replace negative influences with books, podcasts, and media that fuel your growth. Choose content that aligns with the person you're becoming, not the person the world wants you to stay as. 3. Challenge your thoughts. Negative thoughts are natural, but they don't have to define you. When self-doubt, fear, or defeatist thinking arises, don't let it take root. Challenge those thoughts directly. Ask yourself, is this true? Is this thought helping me, or is it holding me back? A practical way to handle this is by reframing. If a thought tells you, I'm not good enough, replace it with, I am capable and getting stronger every day. This is not about lying to yourself. It's about taking control of your narrative. With time, you'll notice fewer negative thoughts, and those that do arise will have less power over you. 4. Focus on small wins. Too often, we fixate on massive changes or dramatic transformations, which can feel overwhelming and unattainable. Instead, shift your focus to small wins. Small steps forward build momentum, and momentum is one of the most powerful forces in life. Each day, take a few moments to acknowledge small victories. Did you complete a task you didn't feel like doing? Did you avoid a negative thought? Did you stick to one of your goals? These small wins accumulate over time and serve as reminders that progress is always possible, no matter how incremental. Remember, greatness is built on the foundation of daily discipline and consistency. 5. Develop a gratitude practice. Gratitude is a weapon against scarcity thinking. Each night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. They can be as simple as having clean water, someone's smile, or a small act of kindness you witnessed. The practice doesn't take long, but over time, it rewires your brain to focus on abundance. Gratitude trains your mind to see what's good in your life, no matter how difficult things get. And when you focus on what's good, you'll find more of it. This practice reinforces your inner strength, showing you that even in tough times, there's always something to appreciate, some reason to keep going. 6. Seek out discomfort. If you want true mental strength, make a habit of embracing discomfort. Find ways, big and small, to step outside your comfort zone. This might mean setting a new physical challenge, having a difficult conversation, or pursuing a skill that intimidates you. Every time you face discomfort, you prove to yourself that you can handle more than you thought. Growth doesn't come from staying safe. It comes from pushing boundaries and expanding your limits. When you make it a habit to seek discomfort, you become resilient, adaptable, and unstoppable. 7. Surround yourself with allies. The people you spend time with influence you more than you might realize. Be intentional about your relationships. Seek out people who challenge you, who support your growth, who hold you accountable. These allies are essential in a world that wants you to settle, conform, and stay small. Engage in discussions that push you to think, that inspire you to act, that encourage you to be better. Surrounding yourself with people who believe in you helps you stay aligned with your highest self, even when the road gets rough. 8. Commit to lifelong learning. To stand strong in a changing world, you must commit to evolving. Make a habit of learning new things, of expanding your mind, and deepening your understanding of yourself and the world. Read books, take courses, and study the great thinkers who came before you. Knowledge builds confidence and resilience. It equips you with the mental tools to face new challenges, to adapt to uncertainty, and to stay focused on your path. When you commit to lifelong learning, you reinforce your belief in yourself and strengthen your resolve to live with purpose. 9. Practice. Patience. Change is a slow and steady journey. There will be days when progress feels invisible, and it's tempting to give up. Patience is essential. Remind yourself that meaningful change takes time, that every small step forward matters, that nothing of value is built overnight. Whenever you feel discouraged, look back at where you started, reflect on how far you've come, and trust that the small steps you're taking today will add up. Patience with yourself and your journey is one of the greatest strengths you can cultivate. 10. Define your own success. The world will try to tell you what success looks like. Ignore it. Define success on your own terms, based on your values, your purpose, your unique strengths. Success isn't a destination. It's a journey, a commitment to becoming who you're meant to be. Decide what matters most to you, whether it's growth, freedom, creativity, or resilience, and let that be your measure of success. When you set your own standards, you won't be swayed by societal pressures, and your motivation will be rooted in something deeper, something unbreakable. These practices are your armor, your inner compass. They are the tools to help you stay grounded, resilient, and unyielding in a world that seeks to pull you off course. By reinforcing these habits, you don't just change your life. You become a beacon of strength, a living example that it's possible to rise above, to live meaningfully, and to define your own path. So, hold the line. Keep your vision clear. Live with intention. This is your life to shape, and with the right mindset, nothing is beyond your reach.